I'm gonna start with these level 8 since Ultimates requires 3 of them is fusion material. MNST summon them depending on what type of card you banish. Monster B, Spell, Mist, Trap, Arsenal. GB summons them from graveyard or banish. They're summoned during your opponent's turn, which you can if you control Evolution Lab. These can't be targeted by monsters, Mist can't be targeted by spells, which means Arsenal can't be targeted by, you guessed it, trap effects, which is absolutely fine. But here's what I'm gonna use the clip.
You know what I don't understand?
They don't interact with the same card type that can't be targeted by, which I think is stupid. And I also think it's stupid that Beast is the only one that negates something. Mist draws you cards if a trap activates. What? An Arsenal banishes a monster if a monster effect activates? What's wrong with that? They don't negate. I'm not saying drawing cards or banishing a monster on field is bad, cause it's not. My only problem is that they're trigger effects and not ignition, hot and fresh out of the kitchen. And when they get destroyed by your opponent, you can retrieve a banished mutant card. That's lovely.
But not really.
Evolution Lab doesn't search on activation, but it does summon MNST, and those search cards, so I guess you could say Lab does search on activation with a marginal attack boost like 100. Konami had the nerve to specify different names. Man, y'all tripping. The third effect is, yeah, a worse Cosmo Town, and it's still good to get these level 8s you don't want in your hand back in your deck. Synthesis is, its materials aren't as
retarded
as Ultimus. Destroys a card when fusion summon, makes itself unaffected by the effects of opponent's card of the same type. Too bad it only happens once per turn, and does some retrieval when destroyed by your opponent. Synthesis destroying a card when fusion summon single-handedly makes Mutant cry not garbage, even though you can still summon Ultimates. That doesn't change what I just said. Now the Ultimates is basically Invoke Mecha, but that retrieves 3 banished Mutant cards if destroyed by your opponent.
I have several questions.
Why is Ultimates basically an Invoke Mecha but knockoff? Why does Synthesis do more than Ultimates, yet Ultimates is harder to summon? Why does Mutant Fusion require your opponent to activate a card effect to use a monster from your deck or graveyard as fusion material? And why do y'all, Konami, insist on giving archetypes effing equips?
I'm just asking some questions.
That's not saying Blast is bad, but I'm just saying it feels like they shoehorn these motherfuckers in everything. I wanted to say mutants were well designed, but then I found things that contradict that statement. I don't think the trash should be obvious based on the title. They're just and no, emergency teleport being great in here changes.
Absolutely nothing.
Thanks for watching. My Patreon's in the description if you happen to be feeling generous and you would also like
Help me.
any and all contributions, Patreon, PayPal, whatever is very much appreciated. Thank you. Discord server links in the description, best way to contact me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
And a lot.